Hello everyone, my nickname is Amo. Today I brought a sake from Nara Prefecture. So the name of sake is Hanatomoe. Brewery is Miyoshino-Shuzo. This is the spec of sake. The name of sake I already mentioned, Hanatomoe. Type of sake. There's no information about the sake, but this should be Junmai Daiginjo from the polish ratio. Type of rice. This they also do not make a clear information about it. They only say special contracted rice from Nara Prefecture. So polish ratio is 50%. Location is of course Nara Prefecture. This sake has 4 options. One is Yamahai, second is Muroka, third Nama, fourth Genshu. And for reference information, alcohol rate is 17%. And there's a message from Brewery. They say, "We use yeast from nature enriched to the taste which has a nice acidity and complexity. Please enjoy our complicated acidity." Now, this is the first time that the option Yamahai came, so I need to explain a little bit about Yamahai. So, there's 2 processes when brewing sake. First one is modern process, and another one is traditional process. And the biggest difference is that how to make the fermentation starter. So nowadays, 90% of the sake is using a sokujo fermentation. What they do is they buy and mix the lactic acid bacteria from the market. But the traditional process, like Yamahai, only 10% of the sake in the market is Yamahai, it is said. And Yamahai, they use this natural lactic acid bacteria to make the fermentation starter. So lactic acid bacteria is living in the brewery, and they use this bacteria to make the fermentation starter. And for additional information, 1% in the market, it's called Kimoto. So Kimoto is same as Yamaha. They use the natural lactic acid bacteria to make the fermentation starter, but plus they do grinding process, and it seems to be that this is really time consuming and very hard work, and normally people would not like to do it because it's tough. So this is information about Yamahai. Okay, let me estimate the taste of the sake. So from step 1, type of sake, this is Junmai Daiginjo. So it should be, the aroma is very gorgeous and fruity. Body is light, it's fruity and quite sharp. And when you look into the type of rice, there's no information about it. And step 3, type of water. So Nara Prefecture's water is strong and dry. And step 4, optional process. So Yamahai, as I just explained in the last page. So they do this traditional fermentation starter called motosuri, and this will give strong acidity and complexity. And other options, Muroka, this is unfiltered, which brings stronger taste. And Nama, which is unpasteurized, and this will bring fresh taste. Genshu, this is water not added, and this will give wild taste. So overall, from the information, the sake is expected to be fruity and sharp, and Yamahai is adding strong acidity and complexity, and Muroka is adding strength, Nama is adding freshness, Genshu adding wild taste. There's no information about the rice, so it's difficult to estimate, but overall, it seems to be fruity, sharp, strong acidity and complexity, also have fresh and wild taste. Let me explain a little bit about Nara Prefecture. So it's Right here in blue, it's next to Osaka. It's very easy to access by local train. Famous sightseeing places in Nara. They had an old capital here, so they're very famous for historical monuments. And also Nara Park is very famous, and you can feed deer like this. You can buy this deer cookies, I don't know, biscuits. I'm sure kids will like it. Another famous sightseeing place in Nara, it's Mount Yoshino's cherry blossom. So there's so many times I'm taking a cherry blossom, and maybe some of the people are tired of it, but this cherry blossom is also very, very famous. And I've been there once, it was super beautiful. Now, famous foods in Nara. So Nara is famous for kaki no hazushi, like this. So they're wrapping sushi in these leaves. It is also famous for sweet fish. So this sweet fish, you can only catch it in a very clean water. Nara is famous for narazuke, these pickles. It's gourd pickles. It's they use the leftover of the brewing sake. It's also very delicious. Okay, I will already go for result of the taste. So the aroma was very fruity, and it was a little bit sour, and I could feel like an apple. First taste was fresh, and it was heavy and strong. I could feel very complicated acid, and acid remained for aftertaste as well. I think this sake is good to match with strong tasted food, and it was super delicious and good for acid lovers. Now drinking time! As usual, Friday evening, relaxing time. And as usual, I'm sorry I have to start with beer. Kanpai. Today for appetizer, I have boiled spinach, boiled broccoli, and komochi kombu. I googled how to say it in English. It says herring roe attached to kombu. I hope this will work for the foreign people to understand what it is. I brought this for appetizer, but maybe this is better to keep it for sake, since this is food coming from the sea. The food coming from the sea, it matches more with sake. Let me try komochi kombu. And the taste itself, it doesn't have a strong taste, it's sensitive. So it's more like to that you enjoy that komochi kombu pops in your mouth. Done with beer. Now let me bring the main dish and sake. Here it comes. So actually for main dish, what I brought is narazuke. And this narazuke, and also there's a cream cheese inside, and I wrapped it with what is it called? Cured ham, I think is the English word. I found this recipe in the internet, and I decided to have this as a main dish. Now let's start with sake. Since this is Yamahai sake, so definitely taste will be complicated, and I think strong taste and strong acidity and complicated acidity. So the color is clear. Aroma is fruity, but I can already feel acidity. So it's more closer to apple, I think. The taste. Very delicious. Complicated acid. First impression is not smooth. So the first taste is quite heavy. Strong taste, strong acidity, complicated. Aftertaste, acidity remains, but it's delicious, very delicious. Now, I also had the cured ham as well. I couldn't use it up, so I just decided to eat this as well. So it's komochi kombu. Let me go for it. It's looking like this. It's very delicious, popping in the mouth. This is really strong taste, so komochi kombu fits with more light and smooth sake, I think. But it's good anyway. But narazuke has a really strong taste, so I'm sure it will fit with this sake. So the raw material of narazake is, I think it's called gourd in English, and it will be pickled by the leftover of brewed sake, and they mix salt and sugar, I think. So this brown thing, this is what it is. So it's pickled in this brown sauce. So let me eat the raw narazuke. Very delicious. And of course, this strong taste narazake matches with this strong taste Yamahai sake. Now let me try the narazuke and cream cheese rolled with ham. Interesting. So I thought the cream cheese and the ham will lighten the strong taste of narazuke, but actually the taste of cream cheese and ham is not losing to the taste of narazuke, and it's making good harmonize in your mouth. But it's very strong taste. So you will need a strong taste sake like this for sure, and I think you can also match this with red wine. Overall, today's sake, Hanatomoe. So the taste was very strong, and I forgot to mention it was fresh. It had a very strong acidity, and aftertaste was strong and wild. As usual, this was very, very delicious sake. Thank you for watching. See you next week. Please give me a big thumbs up if you like and subscribe my channel. Movies updates every Saturday. See you.